Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending on behalf of Vibrant and Retreat. We would like to thank you all for your time. Retreat is one of our respected clients here at Vibrant, and we're happy that they're going to be sharing their knowledge with you guys. With that being said, I want to give the floor to Jamie and Candace. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome to the Gut Health Masterclass. We are so glad that you're here. And I'm Jamie. This is Candace. We are thrilled to have you here today just to share how to streamline and achieve your wellness goals. The chat box is open. So if you have questions, Michael will be really manning the chat box, so to speak, and throwing them in. If he knows that we're going to cover that question, we may wait and get to it a little bit later. But just to take a second to introduce ourselves, first of all, we are thrilled to partner with Vibrant. They are premier in this area of diagnostic testing and really partnering together with amazing clinicians to help propel our clients forward. Candace and I met when we were 12 years old, which makes us feel really old.
Just a little bit ago.
And after that, we met back up in college. We traveled together actually to Europe after college. And then before that, we were sorority sisters.
Yes.
Yeah, we were sorority sisters. I forgot that part. I was her first friend when she moved from Dallas to Kansas City. I think that's important to know. And we started our careers together 25 years ago as executive leaders for several years since. So we share a passion to live life to the fullest with great intention and wellness. So through our personal wellness journeys, we really recognize the need in the marketplace for a comprehensive wellness company that customizes programs to the needs of you, the individual. I've been an executive leader, as I mentioned, for decades, and I really understand the complex interplay of balancing a thriving career with mindset, health, and wellness. I'm a certified speaker in the area of high performance mindset, and I love to help individuals maximize their personal and professional performance and just live their very best lives. My personal passion is to help others fully live on purpose with purpose. As a certified integrative health coach and a board certified individual with the American Association of Drugless Health Practitioners, I am passionate about health and wellness. I'm a certified yoga instructor as well, and I've written a book called Journey to the Top, How to Live Your Peak Performance Life. So all of these things are passions for both of us. And Candace, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks so much for joining us today. My career really has been in all sorts of platforms. I have been in healthcare. I've been in the top entertainment companies in the world and also the NFL. So a wide range of platforms, but really what brings me the most joy and what was consistent across those platforms was cultivating relationships and transforming, sharing ideas with individuals and learning how to bring things to the next level.
So you were in the NFL like you played?
Well, I was cheerleader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Just kidding. I was not a cheerleader.
Okay. So share your journey with wellness and what made you so passionate about this.
So really it's my personal story, which Jamie has heard many times, but to share just a little bit with our participants today is I have been searching for the past 10 plus years for chasing elusive symptoms, really just trying to piece things together myself, doing all the right things, having my annual checkups, eating the right foods, supporting my system, managing my stress. But they were elusive symptoms that I couldn't find answers to. And the data and the tests showed, yeah, something's not quite right, but we don't know what it is. So just, you look fine and subjectively in the box, you look fine. So go ahead, move on your way. And I really didn't accept that. I was like, I want to go deeper. I knew there was something going on inside my body and I couldn't find the answers to it. And it really felt like I was searching in a really dark room, trying to find that light switch. And, the light switch came for me when I discovered this testing, the Vibrant America testing. And it really turned on the light for me because it showed exactly what was going on inside my system and then a roadmap on how to fix it. And exactly. I really am passionate about it because I just said to myself, why shouldn't everyone have this opportunity? It's an investment. It's
into yourself, really.
Into myself.
Yeah.
And it's just been a magnificent experience. And that's why I'm here doing what I am with Jamie, to share the knowledge and shortcuts that I didn't have.
Right. Because for years you're trying to find the answers. And my story is a little bit different in that I have just been passionate about health and wellness probably for the last 25 years. And I'm always curious to know what's going on inside my body and how do I live my very best, healthiest life. And I take supplements, but am I taking the right supplements? How do you know what you really need? And so I had some general symptoms, but I was more so like, I just want to know, am I taking the right things? What's going on? I had bloating. I mean, don't we all sometimes? And, stomach aches and things like that from time to time, but I didn't think much of it. And then I took the Vibrant America tests and I learned that I had some leaky gut. I had gut dysbiosis, which is when the bad bacteria and good bacteria are out of balance. We need both, but mine were not properly balanced, and that I had a non-gluten wheat sensitivity. And so through the recommended protocol of this incredible clinical team, I was able to reverse all of those issues and find my own personal path to living my very best life and being healthy. So that was super exciting. And so with that being said, let's just jump in, Candace. Why don't we talk about the importance of gut health?
Great. And, gut health, everyone kind of hears it. It's thrown around. It's become a new buzzword. And for me in my journey, I was like, my gut is fine. I eat right.
You look good.
Like Jamie said, I'm taking the right supplements. I'm doing, my gut is fine. I don't really have stomach issues. Maybe I've got the bloating and the other stuff, but really, that's not
significant.
That's not significant until I learned the importance of gut health. So 70% of our immune system is living in our gut. And there are trillions of bacteria that make up the ecosystem in our gut, which is called the gut microbiome. So that is the gut microbiome is made up of bacteria and pathogens and viruses and fungi. And as Jamie said, they play an intricate part of not only your digestion, but systemically throughout your body. So if you have a dysbiosis, which Jamie mentioned, is an imbalance of the good bacteria and the bad bacteria, then that can wreak havoc on your entire system. And you don't realize that it's coming from your gut. So it is just really important information to understand. So as I said, there's 100 trillion bacteria that live inside of our gut. We've talked about gut dysbiosis, and that can cause inflammation, fatigue, skin problems, headaches.
So many things.
Neurological.
Cardiovascular issues.
And it all starts in the gut.
And so I'm sure that you guys can relate to some of these symptoms, right? Sometimes it causes us to gain weight and have skin issues, digestive stress, like we talked about, brain fatigue, migraines, all of those things. So the environment in our gut helps our bodies make vitamins, protect against infection, manage our energy, and communicates with all the other cells in our body. So an unhealthy gut can prevent you from absorbing proper nutrients. And therefore, that is essentially leading to leaky gut. Also, SIBO, some of you may be familiar with that term, the small intestinal bacteria growth, right, overgrowth, and then as well bacterial dysbiosis. So these are all issues that we may not know that we have, right? And it's super important to find out so you can live your best life, because disease begins in the gut, right? And every time we eat or drink or expose ourselves to toxins and chemicals and hormones, we're either feeding it, we're feeding disease, or we're fighting against it, right?
And these are things in everyday life,
right? We don't even know it's happening.
We don't, we're walking outside being exposed to toxins. Inside our house, there's toxins. I mean, that's just the world that we live in. And it's so important to be conscientious of what you're putting in your body and what is in your environment. But so much of it is out of our control.
It is. But unfortunately, we ignore these symptoms, or they're misunderstood or misdiagnosed or lumped into other conditions. And you go to the doctor and you might talk about some of them, and you're treating the symptoms, but not really the issue. Our bodies are so complex, and they require complex individual. And that's what we really focus on, is bio-individuality, individual solutions and roadmaps to healing. But you can't heal unless you know what the true issue is. And that's what this Gut Masterclass is really about, is what is the real issue. Candace shared, the gut really impacts so many systems in your body: our liver function, our neurological function, cardiovascular system. It can cause heart issues, and skin, and so much more. So our advanced testing through Vibrant America gets to the root of the symptoms. And then we at Retreat help you develop personalized solutions to really propel you forward into long-term wellness and really living your best life from the inside out. And that's what we want to tell you more about. So first, just let us share with you a little bit more about the contributing factors that can cause an unbalanced gut.
So as I said, environmental toxins, just the air that we're breathing isn't as pure as we would all hope it was. Different chemicals in the air, different chemicals in the processed food that we eat, in
our furniture. In our furniture, in our carpet,
in the healthy food that we eat. So, but also antibiotic use, whether you use antibiotics now or have in the past, that really can really wreak havoc on your gut.
And sometimes you have to, but then what do you do about it? Right.
And then also there's pathogens that live inside of our gut that really can contribute to that. Food sensitivities. You might not understand that what you are putting in your body is having a systematic response, that you think you're doing the right thing, but it's inflaming your system. And one thing I wanted to go back to, we're referencing leaky gut and an unhealthy gut, but really, what does that mean? So a leaky gut,
the gut lining has holes in it.
She says it so simply. Yes, the gut lining is unhealthy and it has tiny little holes in it.
So things are leaking through.
It is. All the toxins that are supposed to be contained in your intestine are then seeping through the large intestine and flowing throughout your blood. And that's how it's creating systemic problems throughout your body.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
What do we do about it? We've talked about these different things. And again, with Vibrant America, we provide tools for root cause solutions. And really, to us, it starts with the precise testing. What is going on inside my body? And then what do I do about it? So we'll share more about that, but also having the precise testing, having the nutrient support that you need for your body, whether that's hopefully through food, but some short-term supplements also, and then having the right wellness coaches provide the guidance to you. If I had someone 10 years ago say, take this test. It will tell you exactly what's going on. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what to do.
And walk with you through the journey.
I would have saved tens of thousands of dollars and would have been much healthier than walking around in the dark.
Right. But you don't know until you know.
You don't know
until you know. So we want to share it with you. So let us tell you about the gut zoomer and essentially just dive into that a little bit, what this test can reveal to you.
Sure. So first, it's so easy. And we'll walk you through how you can order that today at a discount for our webinar participants. But you order it online, the kit comes straight to your house by FedEx. You have detailed instructions on exactly how to do it. You do the test, it's a stool test, and package it all up, take it to FedEx, and off it goes. Within 2 weeks, you have a detailed report of exactly what's going on. And then what we do at Retreat is take that a step further and really hone in on the opportunities on where you can heal your gut and then how to do it. So I just wanted to point out that it is so simple. It sounds very overwhelming if you've never done this, but it comes straight to your house and we can walk you through it. So really what the gut zoomer is focusing on is it will show you again the good bacteria and the bad bacteria, and we'll want to see how those can become more in line with each other.
On that, just from my personal experience with that, it tells you the exact probiotic you need, because what happens is we're all told to take a probiotic, but there are so many strands of bacteria and we don't know what we need until you do this testing and it reveals. So you could be taking a probiotic that is not at all effective for your body.
Which is exactly what I was doing.
Right. And me too.
Yeah.
And me too. And then I learned this. So that was important for me to share.
Yes. So some of the other things that the report will identify is if you have pathogens can be very harmful to your system. And once you realize you have the pathogens, it's pretty straightforward on how you can get rid of them. It will identify if your body is having digestive problems, if you don't have enough digestive enzymes in your body to break down the food, to create the bacteria to feed your gut. It's all.
Oh, can I throw in one more thing there?
Please.
Because I was so excited about learning this personally, that I learned I don't process or digest certain things as well as others.
Mm-hmm.
So I just personally learned that it's harder for me to digest meat. So, I didn't decide, oh my gosh, I'm 100% vegetarian, but I realized, okay, if I eat meat, I need to eat this type of meat and I need to have this digestive enzyme and I need to do it less than I think I need it because my body has a harder time breaking that down. So I love to find out that detail of like, really, what should we be eating? What works for our system?
And once you found that out, wasn't it easy to implement?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
And I felt better.
And then also other inflammatory markers that can be wreaking havoc on our system, that will outline it. And then as Jamie said, the specific probiotics that you need to for your gut to become in balance.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I want to share just a few experiences from personal stories of clients that we've been able to help. Let me introduce you to Tara. When we first met Tara, she struggled with extreme gut issues for over 5 years. And she was truly at her wit's end in terms of trying to heal her gut on her own without really understanding the root cause. She had a cabinet full of supplements and practices that weren't working for her.
And just to note on Tara, she's a fitness enthusiast.
Right. Super. You would never look at her and think anything, as well as us. No, I'm just kidding. And so she was throwing a lot of money, hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars just out the window every year. She'd been in and out of multiple specialists, even the ER, and they told her there was nothing really they could do and just sent her home without relief or direction. And then Tara did the gut zoomer, and the tests and the results revealed so much really important information. She found out she had gut dysbiosis, intestinal permeability, which is the leaky gut, inflammatory markers, poor digestion, and SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And so the Gut Zoomer provided a beautiful roadmap that illuminated the root cause of her problems. And then she worked with us on a plan to start healing her gut correctly. This really, prior to that, was super disturbing in her life. And that's how most things are when they're out of balance. And that's why we are passionate about helping you live fully and live and maximize your life to be the very best you can be in all areas of life. The test also gave her specifically what probiotics she needed. And now we are working with her to create a path forward to achieving optimal wellness. And it's super exciting.
She was just so, kind of like both of our experience, so illuminated by the information that she found out, and that there was a roadmap, that she was taking the action she needed to heal herself.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then another story I want to share about Amy Benson, and I'm just going to let her share it because she shares it so well.
Another wellness enthusiast.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just incredible, and does everything well. And I'll let her tell. Okay.
My name is Amy Benson, and I recently had the great fortune of joining Candace and Jamie on their first ever webinar for Retreat. And in that session, I said that I was going to do the Gut Zoomer because I am 56 years old. And starting in the spring of 2018, pretty specifically after I got off our Disney cruise March break trip, I found that I could not shake my normal 5 to 8 pounds of indulgence so easily. So I started to dive into inflammation and gut health and learn a whole bunch about it, which I didn't really know before, and got on things like celery juice and bone broth and intermittent fasting, which really did have a positive effect, but it didn't eliminate the condition. So I really felt there was something underlying that was just unknown to me. And then the pandemic hit, and we all ate more than we were supposed to eat for a couple of years. So once that all cleared, and I learned about this from these guys, I was like, I am doing this. I know I need this, and I know I'm going to learn something that I don't know right now. And that was completely and totally true. My test resulted that I had SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And I had never even heard of that in all of my reading. And also a sensitivity to gluten, which I had felt that was, sort of in the picture somewhere. So in speaking with Candace, she very, in a detailed way, very thoroughly walked me through the results. And when you get these results, you really feel like, your sample was completely vetted. It is amazing the information that they can glean from just a couple of samples, and outline the protocol that I need to be on. It's a 5-month regimen, and I'm so excited to get started. And I'm going to be so happy to come back and report my results after I'm finished, because I know just in hearing about it that this is something that I need. And the other thing that Candace gave me, which was even more informative, was a list of foods, alkalizing or acidifying. And in all of my reading, and it's been pretty voluminous, I'd never heard of this. And it turns out, because I ate a lot of fish, and fish is very acidifying, and that is not very good for SIBO, and neither is bone broth. So, here I was doing these things thinking I was on path for a healthy gut, and I was actually off path for what I have specifically. So I highly, highly recommend the testing. It is, the kit itself is so user-friendly, not intimidating whatsoever, very clear in its instructions, very professional in its presentation, and very, very sterile. And you can tell you're dealing with a top-level outfit by virtue of the kit on the front end. And it's really easy to gather. I even delayed collecting my sample because I thought, I would need time and need to go through it and just be really detailed. And it's nothing to do. It's very, very, very easy. I highly recommend this, and I can hardly wait to get started on my protocol. Thank you so much, Candace and Jamie.
Thank you, Amy. Amy is going to be so fun to work with and see her journey going forward. And we'll continue to share some of that. The other test we want to introduce to you too quickly, and then we will share with you how to order these, is the wheat zoomer. So the wheat zoomer, if you suspect that you may be sensitive to wheat or gluten, you're not alone. An estimated 20 million people in the United States have a gluten sensitivity. And that can be a huge contributor to digestive issues. Many people can digest wheat and gluten with no issues. But if you do have issues, it can be gastrointestinal issues. I won't go into detail. A lot of fatigue, joint pain, stuffy nose, neurological symptoms, even depression and anxiety can result from this. Malnourishment, skin issues, as well as just other autoimmune conditions. So, by the way, you can be sensitive to wheat, non-gluten wheat, even if you do not have a gluten intolerance or celiac disease. So, another important thing with the wheat zoomer is it tests wheat germ. And if you have a sensitivity to wheat germ, it inhibits your vitamin D production and therefore greatly affects your energy. If you're not absorbing vitamin D like you should, you could be feeling very lethargic constantly. And that alone could be the cause. It's that simple often. But you've got to know, and you can't know until you know. So the exact causes of wheaten or gluten sensitivities truly aren't well understood. It's just important that you know if you have one and what to do about it. It could happen from family history of allergies that can make you more susceptible to a problem. Also, another culprit could be just the inability to absorb carbohydrates commonly found in wheat. And then other research suggests that wheat can affect the lining of your digestive tracts for those who do have a gluten sensitivity. So these are all really important factors to consider. And an unaddressed wheat sensitivity can create great inflammation in your gut, which, like we have shared, causes a great range of chronic issues. So the environment in your gut really will help you. Like we said, help your body make vitamins and protect against infection and manage your energy and communicates with all these other cells. So a wheat allergy is really important to understand as well. I want to share another quick story and introduce you to Carmen, who can tell you a little bit about her experience with Retreat. And what's fun about this is you'll see this, and then you're going to see shortly 6 weeks later and just see the difference. And this picture 6 weeks after she started the protocol. And then you'll see another one in a moment. And she'll just share a little bit about her story and then we'll get into it.
Jamie and Candace were so helpful with reading the results and walking me through the results and then what to do. So I didn't do anything but take gluten out of my diet. And learned that a rash that I'd had for 3 years, seen 2 dermatologists and a rheumatologist, was simply a gluten rash. And by cutting gluten out, these rashes had gone away. 3 years, y'all. I went to 2 dermatologists. They put me on antibiotics. They put shots in there. I'm like, gluten is doing this to me. I mean, it's been a game changer. It's been very simple. I didn't check, like I said before, I didn't take anything out but gluten. I did not take out the wine. I did not take out some exercise program, nothing. And I lost 12 pounds in 6 weeks. And my face was so bloated and fat. I felt like something was wrong. Like I knew something was wrong. Well, now I know that's called gluten face. So if you're looking in the mirror and you've got these chubby cheeks that won't go away, it's not the wine. Drink the wine. Get rid of the gluten.
We are not trying to get you to drink. Okay. Now I love this because look at those cheeks 6 weeks later. Here we go.
It's so great to see you again. 6 more weeks rest. Great results. Thank you so much for letting me know. It's just opened my eyes to so many body is ate more, so I'm moving more. I hope you can see the results because I feel fantastic.
You look fantastic. Doesn't she look fantastic?
It's so great. It just,
Excuse me. Okay, there we go. It is. It's so great to see it in action.
it is.
On someone's face.
And
literally.
she's just exuding health and happiness.
Yes,
I mean, she
joy.
really is. And so, Carmen really went through the protocol that we recommend. First, test, don't guess. Get early and precise testing on exactly what is going on inside your body, and then support it with the right nutrients and some short-term supplementation to heal or to get in balance your system, your body, and, give us the honor as one of our retreat wellness managers to walk you through the path and help you every step of the way and how you can incorporate this into your daily life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So what's next? Tell us about specifically what the Wheat Zoomer will provide.
So the Wheat Zoomer, again, Jamie covered a little bit about this, but it's the most comprehensive and sensitivity test on the market for wheat and gluten, wheat germ,
non-wheat.
It's also
non-gluten, sorry.
I knew what you meant. The earliest and the most sensitive of celiac tests. This can actually tell you if you are on the road to developing celiac.
And stop it.
4 years prior to developing it. So you have the information. You can change your behavior and what you're putting in your body and not get a chronic disease. I mean, it's unbelievable. The other thing that the Wheat Zoomer does identify is if you have intestinal permeability, and if you have leaky gut, it shows that information as well.
Okay, so just one other or a couple other examples of clients who benefited greatly from the Wheat Zoomer and the Gut Zoomer. Kate, who's another wellness enthusiast, spent years and years researching how to live her best life, how to live a healthy life. And with the power of this advanced testing, it took her journey to a new level and really targeting root causes with evidence-based supplements for long-term success. I mean, it gave her, okay, what's the roadmap? What do I need to do to have long-term success? The Gut Zoomer revealed gut dysbiosis, leaky gut, neurological issues as a result, liver and nutrition imbalances, along with small intestinal bacteria overgrowth, which you hear a lot, right? And it's not as uncommon as you think, but we've never heard of it before, but now we know what to do about it. She wasn't properly digesting her food, and she had other inflammatory markers. And the Wheat Zoomer revealed a very high sensitivity to wheat, which was the source of all of the gut problems. So her micronutrient report also revealed several deficiencies. That's another test, the micronutrients. And that was not surprising considering her Gut Zoomer results of leaky gut. Your body can't absorb the nutrients. So you might think, okay, well, I don't have the right nutrients. I'm just going to take more of that vitamin D or vitamin, whatever it is, potassium. But if your body's not absorbing it, you are literally, sorry to say it, peeing it out the window. The money.
She also had her gallbladder removed, and she wasn't helping her body with the right digestive enzymes to break down the food to get to the bacteria that feeds her gut.
Yeah.
So it was just such an important thing.
Yeah. And then we've really enjoyed helping Mackenzie. She's 18 years old. She's the daughter of Kate. And she wanted to learn more about her health. She wanted to stop taking medications for her elusive symptoms. She'd been searching for reasons of why she didn't feel quite right for years without finding answers. And so her Gut Zoomer revealed gut dysbiosis, low diversity of bacteria, leaky gut, and nutritional deficiencies and hormonal imbalances, which is critical as well. And then her Wheat Zoomer showed a high sensitivity to gluten and wheat. And the markers indicated a systemic reaction that causes the inflammatory symptoms throughout every system in your body. So while her, Mackenzie and her mom, Kate, shared some overlap, it really was amazing to us how different those tests looked, and what their paths forward were. Even mother and daughter, they had such different paths forward. So we are close to wrapping up. Michael, let us know if we have any questions. In the meantime, we're going to give you the options and tell you how to order it and get this discounted price. Right.
So
Guys, we're doing great on questions. We're going to go ahead and address it at the end.
okay, great. So what are your options? One, you can keep doing what you're doing. You can play Dr. Internet and try to find what's going on inside your body through Dr. Internet, which, there's a lot of information out there. So are you getting the right information? Are you not getting the right information? You could go to all the specialists. You could go to all the doctors and get on that merry-go-round and keep going round and round and round without identifying the root cause of what is going on. Or you can simply take these tests to unveil what is going on inside the most important health element of your body, which is your gut. Provides so much of our wellness, and it will give you a true, accurate picture of the health of your gut and a roadmap on what you can do to heal it.
Awesome. Okay. So
our program today, we're excited to offer a discounted price for both the Gut Zoomer and the Wheat Zoomer. So you would get the Gut Zoomer and the Wheat Zoomer again, delivered right to your door, and a one-on-one 60-minute consultation with one of our wellness managers to go over the reports, share some interventions and next steps. So we really encourage you to check out this limited time offer. So
all right, how did they do it?
How to do that is visit our website at retreat.com. That's RE-TRET.com. The top right hand side of the page, you will see a store tab. Click on the store tab, and then from there, you'll have to sign in for an account. We'll let you in. And then from there, you can order the Gut Health Masterclass program. So again, on sale, deeply discounted for a week for our participants.
Awesome. 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 Okay. So are you ready to invest in yourself? We hope you are. Are there any questions we can answer? Michael?
Yes, we have a couple of questions. The first one's going to be, can I order if I'm located out of state or out of the country?
Yes, we work globally, and you absolutely can through the same exact process.
Awesome. And then for our second question, we have, how long is the special price good for?
The special price is good for a week. So please log on and take advantage of that and share. We'll send out a recording of the webinar. So please share it with your friends and family, anyone that's interested, and we'll certainly offer that discount to your family and friends as well.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you, Candace and Jamie, so much for all of that wonderful information. There's a reason why we definitely hold retreat at a high level, because these guys just know so much. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the webinar. Thank you, everyone, for attending again. And look out for that second video so you can go ahead and share it with all of your friends and family. Thank you, Candace and Jamie, and we'll go ahead and end this.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Michael.
Let us know how we can help.